The Victory League is here.
Well, I've been in a little bit of pain for the last 6-7 weeks. Went to the doctors and had some MRI scans, and they've come back saying I've got a tear in each hip and osteitis pubis. So doctors are sort of advised that it's probably better if I hang up the boots and feel a bit better in the mornings than what I did the last 5 or 6 weeks. So no, it's not heartbreaking or inevitable. I suppose I went through the sad loss of losing a son last year, so being able not to play soccer again is irrelevant to that sort of thing. So yeah, no, look, I'm happy with the decision I've had to make. I've got no regrets from my playing days, and had a pretty good career and played with some good teams and won some premierships and statewide cups and summer cup finals. So no, it sits quite well with me, to be honest with you. Every game was a highlight. Look, winning premierships, statewide cups, any cup that I've been involved in and won is a highlight. And just the people that I met through the journey. Got some very, very good friends through soccer, and will have for the rest of my life, so that's a big plus for me. Won 3 premierships, I think, with the Glenorchy Knights, 2 statewide cups, a couple of summer cups and a few final series, and I've won the summer cup this year and the statewide cup with Olympia Warriors. Yeah, look, that was massive for me, and growing up with the Lakoseljac family, so I used to go fishing and kick a ball with Millen when I was 4 or 5 years old, who the cup's named after. So for me personally, that was a great day, and I got to go out and celebrate with a couple of boys and Brendan, who's Millen's son, that night. So had a pretty big night and a tough day at work the next day, but yeah, no, it's all good, and you remember those things and they stay with you forever. So I suppose they're probably happy that the average age of the team's dropped by quite considerably. So no, I spoke to the boys on Monday night, and yeah, look, they accept that that's what happens, and sort of spoke to them about taking their opportunities from here on now, and that your playing days don't go on forever. So yeah, when you get an opportunity, you need to take it, and so we've done that so far this year, so hopefully the boys can keep carrying on and win a couple more things this year. Chris Hay was probably the biggest influence on me at a younger age. I had him from under 10s, I believe, to under 14s through northern suburbs and the academies back then as they had. And then from there he took me to Olympia Warriors in '94, where Ken Morton was coach, who obviously probably the best coach that I've ever had coach me, and probably still easily the best coach here in Tasmania. So those 2 guys, but everyone that I've had to coach me, I've learned something off, and they've taught me something. So, but in my younger days, definitely Chris Hay taught me how to play the game and what you needed to do positioning wise and all that sort of thing. So I don't know about beckoning water. I've had a few offers already, so I want to do a bit of travelling next year. I mean, I need to go and do my coaching courses and that sort of thing. So yeah, look, it's something that I am interested in, but when that happens, I'm not really too sure. Career-wise, I obviously won more with Glenorchy Knights, and me being Croatian and my parents being involved with getting the club up and running, and Mum being a president there and that sort of thing. They're both close to my heart. Olympia were the first ones that gave me a gig, I suppose, at senior level. So, but look, yeah, I can't split them. They've both been fantastic to me, and I've had fantastic times with both of them. So, I was in 2008, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So, yeah, I always sort of thought when my days were up, which is now, that it's something that I'd like to look at and go and pursue later on in life. So, of course they can. I think it's 8 points behind South at the moment, or 9. So. Obviously this week is a massive game. I spoke to the boys about that on Monday night, that this week is your opportunity. I mean, we can't afford to lose this week. We need the 3 points. And, South are going to be very tough to beat, and very tough for anybody to knock them off for the premiership this year with the position they're in at the moment. But it's achievable if you believe and do the things that the coach wants you to do on game day. Anything's achievable. So.